If you're like the majority of people who watch this video, you're probably interested in a viable way to supplement your income if it didn't mean having to change careers, take on a second job, become some kind of internet whiz, or push products on friends and family. In fact, you're going to be very happy to hear that many people just like you are partnering up with our team in creating both supplemental and life-changing incomes in relatively short periods of time. Now, before I go any further, I want to ask you a few simple questions. Question number one, what if you could create a real supplemental residual income in as little as 2 hours a week? And question number two, what if that activity merely consisted of inviting someone to watch this short video that basically did all the work for you? You see, right now, hundreds of people are watching this video every day, and you could make hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars in residual income just for referring people to this same simple message. Now think about that for a moment. What did you actually have to do to make your last $10,000 in income? More than likely, it was a lot harder than sharing a video, right? So hopefully I have your attention, as you're going to soon hear the reason for putting together this message is that it's the fastest, easiest, and most productive way to get accurate information out. Also, this message is not about trying to convince you of something or sell you anything. This message is merely to help our team identify people who are currently open to the idea of creating a second income stream. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, what's the pitch? Well, here it is. You see, the person who shared this number with you found a way to capitalize financially on one of the largest, fastest growing, and most lucrative industries in the world. How lucrative? How about currently it's an $8 trillion industry. That's trillion with a T. And they thought enough of you to share this information. You see, history teaches us that people who position themselves in front of major trends and opportunities before they happen can change their or their family's financial status significantly in very short periods of time. So what's this lucrative industry and trend I'm talking about? Well, it's actually the travel industry. And when I say travel, I mean everything from hotels to cruises to flights to rental cars, you name it. And what I'm going to briefly explain to you is that it's unlike anything you've ever heard before, and it's just getting started. So let me get back to the pitch. What if you could be part of a global push to actually Uberize the $8 trillion travel industry by using our extremely unique customer acquisition model that will basically spin off cash and create for you what we like to call a perpetual income generator? And what if you didn't have to sell anything again or create new buying habits to do it? Now, I know that's kind of a mouthful, but if you will follow me here, I'll easily explain how you can earn a real, lasting residual income much easier and faster than you may have ever thought before. Now, if you don't mind, I want to rabbit trail for just a moment and tell you a quick personal story that impacted my life and my decision to be part of this new movement. Remember a moment ago when I mentioned getting in front of trends before they happened? Well, actually 9 years ago, I had that opportunity to be in on the ground floor with one of my personal friends in the travel industry, but in my haste, I didn't actually take the time to review what my friend was explaining to me, and as a knee-jerk reaction, I just said, not interested, and moved on. Here's the kicker though. My friend said yes and actually earned over $23 million in just a few years. Now, obviously, I'm not implying that you or I are going to make that kind of income, but I thought that this might be relevant to what I'm going to share with you. You see, what I want to do right now is get you thinking. Now, remember when I said Uberize the travel industry? Well, let's take a deeper dive into that concept. More than likely, you know exactly who the company Uber is, and more than likely, you know that in just a few short years, they became a multi-billion-dollar company. So how'd they do it? People were invited to create free accounts that when the need arose to go from point A to point B, they just opened their app or website and clicked a few buttons, and boom, they booked a ride for much cheaper. Now, as word quickly spread about the savings and ease in which people could book a ride, people by the millions created free accounts. So my question is, how much money have you made from Uber growing to a multi-billion-dollar company? Nothing, right? Well, what if you could be a part of a new company that's modeling the same customer acquisition model and, just like Uber, offered something for free to people who are already going to rent a car, already going to book a hotel, already going to go on a cruise, already going to book a flight, and you get the picture. But here's the best part. What if you were compensated for your referral, not when a person spent money, but when a person saved money? Okay, so follow me here. And here's probably why your friend who invited you to hear this is so excited. Because our referral model requires $0 in traditional advertising, we can 100% of the time acquire a loyal customer cheaper than every other company out there who's probably spending millions upon millions of dollars weekly in advertising. This means that in almost every case, we can offer a much cheaper discount to all of our customers in the form of savings. And because that customer was acquired at no cost, 50% of the savings goes to you as a referral commission. Did you get that? If not, I'm going to give you an example. You have a friend, her name is Mary, and Mary mentions to you that she wants to take the family to Las Vegas for a weekend getaway. You give Mary a link to a backdoor pricing website and a free code so she can set up a private account. Mary goes into her account, does an apples to apples comparison against all the other popular travel engines out there, and sees that she's going to save, in this example, 37%, or $476.22 on her weekend trip at one of the 5-star hotels. So here's what this means to you. You are compensated for referring that website and code to Mary by being paid 50% of the savings, which in Mary's case was $476.22. So you would receive $238.11 just for helping Mary save money using a free account. Now understand that this is just one example of the thousands and thousands of actual customers our team is acquiring, and many people just like you are earning significant secondary incomes from merely helping people save money. Now remember at the beginning of the video I asked if you would like to get paid great money just for referring people to watch this video? Well, let me explain that in a little better detail. You see, all our team is doing is this. We're simply messaging people all over the world this short video, and if you or the person you would send this message to has some interest, we then give them access to view an interactive presentation on their phone or their computer at their leisure that goes into much better detail about the significance of this program and income opportunity. We also have a very simple but sophisticated messenger system, which you are probably using right now to help walk someone through the decision process. This system allows people just like you to quickly and easily invite people to potentially explore in more detail this opportunity. So let me leave you with some final thoughts. Who do you know that's ever booked a flight, rented a car, gone on a cruise, stayed at a hotel, and would probably like to save money the next time they do it? And who do you know that might be interested in making some extra income and had at least the ambition to blow the fuzz off a peanut and is sharp enough to share a video without hurting themselves? I mean, if you thought of just a handful of people out of the questions I just asked, then you've got a real shot and a real opportunity to make some serious supplemental income with us. Like I said earlier, hundreds of people are consistently watching this short video, and many of those people are acting on the information shared and getting involved. The question is are you going to be the person who collects the check for referring some of those people, or is someone else going to be spending your money? So in closing, I encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to listen to this information. And remember, there's a significant difference between making a living and having a life.